Let's talk about the questions that you're asking yourself. What kind of questions do you ask yourself when something goes differently than how you'd want it? If something works out poorly or something random happens that really kind of sucks, what do you ask about it? What do you think? What are you doing with the event? What kind of questions are you asking? That can make or break you as far as the results you're getting from life. I used to ask some horrible questions, and I mean horrible questions. I would ask things like, why me? Why does this happen to me? You know what? There's nothing good that comes from a question like that. Why does this always happen? Is another favorite that people ask. And you know what? It's a crap question. So why me? Why does this happen to me? Well, let's replace questions like that. Any question that puts you in a victim mindset needs to be just totally gotten rid of. Start asking yourself questions like, what else could this mean? How can I use this to make myself a better person? How can I use this to actively improve the lives of others? What's the good in this? What's the positive message here? You may or may not have heard about the motorcycle accident I had, going on seven years ago now. I was pulling onto the freeway, going about 55 miles an hour when I got sideswiped by a minivan. Now, about 150 feet of tumbling down the freeway later, laying there, once I figured out that I was in one piece and that I was still alive, the very first question that I asked was, I wonder what the lesson in this is, and I wonder who it's for. And because I had trained myself to think that way and to ask those kind of questions when stuff happens, what could have been an absolutely horrendous event turned into just something that happened. I mean, yeah, it sucked. I was beat up. I hurt for weeks afterwards. But you know what? I was okay. I was alive. I could think. I had all my mental facilities. My body, except for a couple of minor inconveniences, was really okay. If I would have asked different questions, then who knows what would have happened. I guarantee it wouldn't have been the positive outcome that has come from it. I use that as a teaching tool. I use it as a way to help people understand how powerful they are, how powerful their minds are, and how powerful their outlook on life is. So, what kind of questions do you ask yourself? When something happens that goes differently than what you want, are you asking yourself questions that have you thinking in a victim mindset? Or, and this is what I highly recommend, are you asking yourself questions that get you thinking about things like, what's the good in this? How can I use this to help others? How can I use this to make my life better? What's the lesson in here? How can this be something that I can turn into a positive influence in my life? Questions like that, they're going to get you firmly on the path to mastering your mindset. Remember to subscribe, and always remember, you are the master of your destiny. Thank you.